Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a problem, which is YouTube Kids and kids YouTube in general. Now, kids YouTube by itself is not bad. It's not that bad of it's not that bad of an idea as a concept, but it really did end out horrible, and I really wouldn't recommend any parents letting their children using children's YouTube Kids. So the first problem is the music in YouTube Kids. They're just going to have a ton of random nursery rhymes, which are they're they don't really do anything that bad. Like, they're mostly just repeated YouTube nursery rhymes of the same thing over and over and over again. And to be honest, you may be thinking, oh, well, these are just children, they're not that smart. I really do think that children deserve better, because even literal infants can probably have to look at something that has a better effect. And the second problem is things with opening surprise toys or opening Hatchimals or whatever, those kinds of things, where they'll basically just open things. They're mostly just like unboxing, except they're not. First, they're extremely lazy, and I think they're just taking advantage of the fact that little kids will like whatever they see most part. Like, I've seen my little sisters watching these, and I really, really hate it whenever I'm in a room and I have to hear whatever that is. I think that it's mostly just stupid and using things to get easy views that are really just dumb in general. And once again, these aren't helping children. Like, when I grew up, I watched some shows like this show called Octonauts. It taught me things about ocean or whatever, and I can't remember a lot of the things that I learned, but at least I know that I did learn something, and I wasn't just watching somebody opening something that I later in life opened myself. And the other thing is when people will make kid videos that are supposed to be for kids, but they're actually fake. So basically, when somebody's born, they're just going to expose children to some dumb content. All of them will be animated. Some of them won't be too harmless, but a lot of them will be very scary, probably, and would be kind of harmful for children, and things that I really would not. And a lot of these weren't able to get banned, which is why I really don't think that children should be on YouTube, because they can be exposed to these types of content that aren't that good. And the next part is when these children's channels are actually run by little kids, because for the most part, these aren't run by little kids. They're run by their parents, who just basically just exploit them for views. And I don't really have to go into why that's wrong. You shouldn't just use your child as a way to get views for other children. This is common not only on children's YouTube, but I've noticed it especially common on children's YouTube. Sorry. And the last thing I'm going to be talking about is the effect these don't have on children. So some of them can be fairly harmless, except, to be honest, when your child is still developing, you're probably supposed to try and get them to do other things, like have them actually learn something, or maybe at least have them watch something from something that was actually produced with time and effort, rather than some children's YouTube channels. And while some children's kids YouTube would just record some popular TV shows, and which it's much better to just get some TV shows or whatever, and rather than actually watching these. And some of these can be fairly harmful on children. They're certainly not helping them. I mean, like, after watching these, that they're not going to give your child any knowledge, and there are many better things for the children to be watching than some YouTube Kids videos. And I really do believe almost everybody who's making YouTube Kids are just trying to get money quickly, because these things, almost all of them, like, I do know that some children's YouTube channels might be okay. Some that most of them, if they tag their content as YouTube Kids, or if they just turn off the comments in general, that's just something that shows me a lot. Like, I started watching YouTube when I was 8. I watched this channel, Popular MMOs, and I stopped watching in like 5th grade, but that was I actually enjoyed that as a child, because it doesn't just assume that I'm some dumb idiot like a lot of these kids' channels do, and I actually found these entertaining. Except I really don't think that these have a negative effect on children. Well, not exactly negative in some aspects, but they certainly have But a child who grows up watching some actual professional content will certainly be better off than a child that grows up watching YouTube Kids. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and okay, bye.